GRYSKLL.
So I don't mean to bounce around so much, man, but your De La, you saying De La was what got you into hip hop. We kind of glossed over and didn't let you really get into that story, man.
Yep.
How did that happen? What was it that grabbed you? Was it a specific song? Was it a video? And what happened in your life after hearing that?
Really random. Because over here there wasn't a really clearly defined hip hop culture, particularly where I originate from, because I'm not from London. I wasn't brought up there. So basically in London, I guess they had the semblance of a scene by certainly the mid 80s, with like Cookie Crew, Derek B, Monie Love and them. But that was like down there. Where I'm from is like in the north. So we didn't have that. So we were just like basically trying to get whatever we could get our hands on. But how I got into it, I was listening to BBC Radio 1 as a young kid, and I just heard De La on the radio, just played inadvertently. And it just struck me like that. And I was like, what is this? Who are they? Like, I need to know more. And then I started going to the local HMV to just check out the imports, like telling the people, like obviously there, have you heard of De La Soul? Do you know? And then they were like, yeah, the album's coming out super before long. So yeah, I got clued up just by listening on the radio, hearing, I think it was, I'm going to say it was Potholes in My Lawn.
Potholes in My Lawn.
Yeah. And it was 88, and then I heard very quickly after that. I heard Jungle Brothers. Yeah. So I was huge on Jungle Brothers. Jungle Brothers. De La. Then after that, Latifah, 90, Monie Love, and then when I found out she's British, I was bugging out, bro. Seriously. To then work with her all those years later, I was crazy.
Yeah, and hearing her work on the Arrested Development album, hearing that took me back, because I was in love with Monie back when I was in the high school.
Me too.
I mean, literally,
I had a poster on my wall and everything, bro.
Yeah,
seriously.
Same here. I would just stare at her for I don't know how long. She was beautiful.
I mean, we were in contact. Me and Monie were in contact about 15 years ago for a while. She was thinking about coming and doing some stuff over in the UK, like media appearances. So I was going to be the link for that. Wow. But that didn't happen. But yeah, we were in contact, and then we sort of fell out of contact. And then when our thank you was when we finished, when me and Speech finished our part of the track, I was like, we need like a lyricist, someone kind of like upbeat and up tempo, and I immediately said Monie Love. So I was the one that suggested Monie Love for that one, man, and it was amazing to get her, man.
Good call. Thank you for that, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Was it you that was in the shower and you were like it came on and you rushed out in the shower?
Yeah, man. I heard in the shower and I was like, yo, that sounds like Monie. I jumped out the shower.
Man. You told us that story like after, I think like right after it happened. Honestly, I remember you talking about it on one of the
I remember you told me that, or read it somewhere. I definitely heard that.
Yeah, I almost busted my ass and everything. Yeah, I stepped out the shower. I was geek, man. And then that same week, Irv from the Digest, I think, posted that video of her song with Sky Zoo.
Yes.
Too, and I heard her rhyme on there too. I was like, yo.
Yeah, and I used to be connected to Tough as well. Her dude Tough, Molly Tough, used to be called Molly Tough, from Philly. Yeah, I remember him. We were gonna work like back in like, I don't know, 2000 and I'm gonna say 2009, 10, something like that. But yeah, like he's a good lyricist. He's a good dude. Underrated, I would say.
Dope, man.
So Shy, this is gonna sound a little random, but so when it comes to Monie Love, do you get a hall pass?
I'm not even gonna ask that question today. I'm having a good day. I might ask it next week and let you know.
Yeah, she's aging like fine wine, bro. She's like 50. She's 52 years old, I think, 53 this year, if I remember what she told me. So yeah, she's aging like fine wine, man.
Now I looked at that video you have of her on your YouTube channel where you recorded.
Oh, you saw that? You be digging, bro.
I watched the whole thing.
Oh wow, yeah.
I watched the whole thing. I was like, yo, damn.
I was bugging out, bro. I was bugging out because that was the first time that I seen Monie live, and there was her, the special ed. Kwame was there. Nice and Smooth were there. That was a great show, man. That was a dope show.
Wow, yeah.
But like one of the illest shows, apart from when I told you about obviously Public Enemy and De La, has to be Pete Rock and CL Smooth, because they don't tour. So when I saw them and they played Troy, I lost my fucking mind.
I bet.
Because that's one of my favorite tracks of all time. Top 3 for me.
Wow. Top
like
3.
I lost my mind, and that obviously they saved that until the end. And I remember Pete was playing like the Tom Scott sample, and I was, oh man, here we go. Oh man, so yeah,
that's exciting, man.
Even now, I'm buzzing from that, man. It's crazy.
I think the joint that I really loved from them was, is it The Main Ingredient?
Main Ingredient was a better album, bro. Main Ingredient was a better album. But
was it the single that they had for that joint? That made me lose my mind. Like,
which one? They had 2 or 3 singles, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they had a couple.
I know. Searching.
That was the name of the song. Huh? That was the name of the song, though. Main Ingredient.
Oh, they might have had one name.
I think there's a Main Ingredient song.
I'm trying to
there is a song called Main Ingredient. However, there was like a poppy sort of single which really which UMTV Raps used to play all the time. It was like shot in Jamaica. It was definitely overseas. It was Pete Rock was in Jamaica and stuff, and just trying to remember the name of it. But how did I gotta love singing in the hook?
Yep, I gotta love that joint.
That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a
song in there where it was like
the one.
There is a
It sounded like a science experiment going on in the background. Like the beat was just something that I like. It was just.
The second album is definitely better, which is controversial to a lot of people. But Mecca and the Soul Brother was dope. However, it has one of the greatest songs of all time on there, so can't front on that. Yeah.
And I like Main Ingredient is track 7 on there, Q. So you probably I'm gonna end up listening to the album, let you know. I remember
that EP was crazy as well before the debut album.
Yep, all sold out.
All sold out, bro.
So dope about that was the first song I heard from them was the one they did the video with, where CL was actually cutting on the joint.
CL was cutting and Pete Rock was rhyming, and they did that live as well, bro. They did, and then
that
Pete
was
came out from behind the desk and started spitting.
That was the Creator, right?
Creator, get down with the Creator.
That was one of the dopest things I'd ever seen.
I have all those videos on a VHS tape somewhere in my closet.
Man, that's dope.
You guys
are definitely around my age then. You guys must be in the 40+ brigade, right?
I'm 47, man. I got no problems with it. I'm 47, 48. Damn, shit.
Wow, that's what's up.
I just turned 45.
I'm over 40.
Yeah.
I just turned 50, so yeah.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, shit. So you guys, like, you probably, what year did you guys get into hip hop? I said 88 for me, but you guys probably got in before that.
For me, it was probably 82, 83, but I was
that's what I'm saying. You're a bit older than me. Yeah.
I was pretty much born into it.
Right. I think 88 is that critical year though. Like
88 was heard
it was 87.
You may have heard it before, but 88 was
changed.
That critical year. That's when everybody just dove in.
That's the start of the golden age, right? Well, I say
I remember people at school were liking Salt and Pepper Push It, but I thought it was just for the girls. And I don't really take that much attention of it. But then it was like some other shit, man.
Yeah, I think once that kind of the native tongue started to hit.
Oh wow.
It was. I mean, there were other acts. Like I'm from South Jersey, so I had more access to Philly music than I did New York music. But I still got New York stations.
Because I lived in Jersey for a bit. I lived in Jersey for a short while.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, North Jersey though, so it's pretty much New York almost. Yeah.
Yeah. So so we had like a lot of Philly stuff happening.
That's right.
But yeah, it was like that. Like I remember Lady B had oh, you good? Lady B had like the Sunday afternoon street beat show in Philly. So I couldn't wait to get out of church so I could get in the car while my mom and dad was doing a little after church kind of commune, so I could turn on street beat and kind of see what was popping. So it was probably that 84, 86 time frame when I really started to kind of find my footing, and then like
Run DMC era.
Right.
Yeah. Run DMC.
Yeah.
The Fat Boys.
That was the era I fell in love with. Beastie Boys too.
Dope.
Beastie Boys.
License to Ill.
I've had the blessing to work with Schooly D, and also not Schooly D. Sorry, man. My apologies. Kurtis Blow, and also the Godfather of rap, Spoonie G.
Okay.
I worked with both of them. Yeah.
So the very first album but song I recollect was actually God damn it, you just said his name, Kurtis Blow. my
Kurtis
dad,
Blow, yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say, had an 8-track tape of a Kurtis Blow song. It was 76 or some shit like that. I didn't like. I heard it when I was a little older, of course, because I was born in '77. But I remember like seeing the damn 8-track and thinking about it years later. Like, I mean, you know, like my dad was into hip hop. He also did he was a break dancer, taught me how to break dance, and that's how I ended up getting into dance. And you know,
and I'm lying, yo, because as I'm thinking about it, '86, I was in high school, and I bought what was Kurtis Blow's in like 6th or 7th grade. I bought it might even been before that, it may have been 5th grade, but I bought a Kurtis Blow project on cassette because I remember I had like the little fake Walkman, and we went to Trenton to the museum for a field trip, and I just like the whole way up and back, I just kept flipping the tape. Damn, what tape was that? Yeah, so it might even been a little earlier than I'm giving myself credit for.
Wow, that's what's up, man. That's the genesis. That's the genesis of hip hop right there, man.
I want to go back real quick, talking about. I think y'all were talking about Philly. Was Freshco and Miz from Philly?
Yep. Well, at least
okay. Because I still had that video on VHS somewhere too. We Don't Play. When I first heard
and speaking of
Miz
Schooly
cut up.
Schooly D was from Philly as well, man. And
Schooly D, yeah.
Everyone says he originated gangster rap because obviously people say Ice-T bit off Schooly D.
Ice-T
said he bit off
Ice-T
Schooly D.
Ice-T even said he's bit off.
Yeah, because he said for 6 in the morning. He said
6 in the morning, yeah.
PSK, yeah, he bit off
basically
PSK.
Yeah, that was dope, man. So Just Ice was after Schooly D?
They were
in and around similar time, I think.
I'm about to say they're around a similar time, but I think you knew Schooly D before you knew of Just Ice.
Yeah, he had more publicity. He did, yeah.
So I mean, whenever that's said, I think I want to find out what the answer is, just so I make sure that every time Schooly D said that Just Ice gets his props too. Every time his name is said, the whole room's like, yeah.
I agree, man. I agree. Just Ice is left on. When it comes to like people talking about the originators, Just Ice doesn't get as just Jews. You know what I mean? So yeah,
definitely.
Cole get dumb.
Yo, Cole get dumb. Oh my. Cole getting dumb is stupid, yo.
Here's a question. What do you guys think about Chill Rob G coming back?
I didn't know he came back.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, man, he made his first album in like 30-something years. Again, through Chuck D and Spitzlam. But I thought I was really cool to see Chill Rob G come back. Like, Chill Rob G? Honestly, what the fuck? But yeah. And him and Chuck did a remix of I Got the Power. You know, obviously that was taken and plagiarized by Snap. But now the big hit with that shit. But yeah, obviously him and Chuck like sort of redid that. And obviously through Chuck, obviously Stetsasonic had a comeback of sorts so as well. So yeah. Great to see.
I have to check for that.
I see you though,
you came back. Yeah,
I see you though, she. You tried to get me in trouble.
Nah. I'm kind of acknowledging freely that neither of us should jump in that chat. Yeah. I'll check for that, dude, man. I had no idea he had
Chill Rob G, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think it was his first album since 1990. I think it was, yeah.
Okay. I have to check for that. Yeah.
It was actually considered a really good album. I mean, I haven't heard it in its entirety, but it was considered like one of the better albums so far this year. Chill Rob G. Can you imagine that? Like, wow, man.
I have to check for that. Yeah.
Color me interested as hell.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to remember the name of the album, man. It's got a pretty catchy title as well. But yeah, Chill Rob G. Yeah, it won't take long to find it because he doesn't have much discography, so you'll find it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but it's kind of like
we can't speak on the discography part.
No, we're not speaking on discography.
Oh, we gonna shy away now? I think we just turned into an apology show, man. I think we corner the market on hip hop apologies.
Right.
So what you guys feeling this year? What so far? We're now sort of a quarter of the way through the year. What have you guys been feeling the most thus far that's been released this year?
I'm gonna leave this to the niggas.
That's a question.
Man, like and it's only because it's kind of topical and fresh. Like I'm really feeling that Fife joint.
Yeah,
Fife joint was actually
A lot.
surprising.
you did a great job with that. Great job.
A lot more than I thought I was going to. That's kind of tough. I didn't mean to cut you there.
Oh no, I was co-signing on the Fife joint. Then
definitely.
First thing popped up to me was that new that Elzhi and Georgia Ann Muldrow.
That was an interesting connect. That was I heard that, and that's an interesting collaboration. And actually, she brought something different out of Elzhi that had never been brought out. I mean, obviously he can ride boom bap like a champ, man. We've established that he's one of the illest. But yeah, Georgia Ann Muldrow. I can't even say her name, man. But yeah, wow, jeez.
Yeah, and I maybe like I've also been bumping S's joint, man. You Want a Piece of Me?
Yeah, that's
S's joint has been kind of a staple in my listening recently. I haven't heard it yet, but I heard the Cypress Hill's new joint is
Cypress Hills is dope, bro. They got Black Milk in the production.
Black Milk. It's Black Milk, and it's old school Black Milk. It's not live band Black Milk. It's over beats Black Milk. It's boom bap Black Milk, and it's like almost like he's filling the void of DJ Muggs. Even though DJ Muggs has been prolific with other dudes, he's slotted in. Sen Dog though, like he changed his whole flow up, and he was just skating over that shit. I was like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, because everyone was like, he couldn't rap.
I'm gonna have to peep that,
he couldn't rap, but
you gotta check it, because I'm like, I'm not a big Cypress fan. I mean, I don't hate him. I'm just not a big Cypress fan, but it is very, very listenable, you know.
So
big up my dude Chris Schwartz from Rough Nation Entertainment, because he released the vinyl, and he's also released our vinyl for the FKN Love. So yeah, it's all kind of in-house. And he was also instrumental in bringing through the Fugees and Wyclef and all those kind of dudes. Rough Nation. It used to be Rough House Records, and now it's called Rough House Entertainment. Yeah.
My only beef with that album though is they didn't do the car test, because a lot of the bass lines are drowned out, like you don't really hear them in the album. I have a dope system in my car. And we were riding up to DC the other night, and me and my wife, we were like, where's we know Black Milk bass lines, but it just wasn't present.
It was kind of filling out.
I have a subwoofer in the base of my car. Like the whole car is basically a damn subwoofer, and I couldn't hear the bass, and I was like, damn. They didn't
Be careful with that AD joint though, because I made it bass heavy deliberately.
That's dope.
But yeah, that album is actually is solid. Like I'm not a big Cypress fan, but it was great to see.
It's been great to see this sort of return to rootsy sort of boom bap organic shit. Because I mean, for example, Onyx, man, with that 93 joint as well, I was feeling that. It sounds like it was made in 93.
Yeah,
that's the new album. It's called 1993.
You were talking about that one too, weren't you, Bear?
Yeah, I was just because I just listened to it the other day.
I'm about to say last couple days ago.
I was really feeling that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's decent. It's Onyx. But it's like, you know, if you don't like Onyx, you ain't gonna
if you didn't like Slam the first time around, you will like this shit. You will like it the second time around.
I think their second album was my favorite. Like
that was dope. That was dope.
That shit was amazing to me. Like
95.
I still listen to that album, honestly. It's still in rotation.
Which one?
Back the Fuck Up.
Back the Fuck Up.
I thought that was the first.
No, that was the first one.
No.
The second one was called something else, but it was used in 8 Mile. If you remember, Eminem was like freestyling over the beat. That was from that album.
Give me a second.
That's such a sick
Kareem just did a song
man.
to that. Kareem just rechopped that sample up and did something to it. He killed it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't remember their second.
Nice.
I don't remember their second. Like Back the Fuck Up to me was.
Go back to that joint.
Yeah, the second album has better production.
The second album's got better production. This recent one sounds like their first album. That's why they call it 93. But I was feeling the way they returned back to it.
Yeah, yo,
All We Got Is Us. All We Got Is Us.
All We Got Is Us.
That's the one. All We Got Is Us.
Fucking love that album. Still,
I don't remember that at all. I'm gonna have to go recheck because like back the Fuck Up to me. Like I remember, like vividly when I first started listening to that, and like Slam Slam used to make me hop out of the car and just go, like, I would literally pull over. I was
Want to slap somebody.
And like, and just get out the car and just start, ah! Like, yeah, man. I remember vividly hearing Slam the first time. I was like, yo!
Yeah. Totally different, man. That's when everybody was different. Obviously, rowdy, bald-headed. Everyone pushing in the videos and stuff, man. I love that shit.
They brought the mosh pits to hip hop, didn't they?
What?
I think they introduced the hip hop to moshing. It was them and then mosh.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I listened to a lot of rock, so I was already kind of familiar. So
I was familiar too, but I hadn't seen it in hip hop until then.
Right. Yeah,
they were definitely the rowdiest sort of like the nearest. Obviously, they didn't do like a rock appropriation like Run DMC, but they were the sort of like nearest to like rock stars that you could in hip hop with the way that they went on, like, you know, the rowdiness and sort of like you say, doing mosh pits and stuff, man. Yeah,
definitely.
Man, yeah. So Onyx and Redman were the only people early on that actually had me starting fights at school. Like whenever we had a school dance.
Time for some action.
As soon as they put on one of like time for some action or anything Onyx, like I would start to fight. Like it was guaranteed. I would pick somebody out the crowd, like, I'm punching you.
He fight people, he kidnaps. Man, what the hell's going on?
I knew that was coming. All
right, so I gotta tell y'all the truth. I gotta tell y'all the truth about Q. Where he's at, that red room is actually a cell. He's been locked up for the past 30 years.
Hey.
The beginning of a new one.